Welcome to the Real Estate Factor radio program, sponsored by Nebraska Realty. When results matter, choose Nebraska Realty. And by Wistar Group, protecting your real estate assets one property at a time. And by Mortgage Specialists, driven, trusted, reliable. Now, here are your hosts, Paul Vacheski, Richard Smith, and Brent Rasmussen.
Good morning, everybody. I am Paul Vacheski. I am driven, I am trusted, and I am reliable to be here every single week. And welcome to the Real Estate Factor radio program, along with my two driven, trusted, and reliable co-hosts.
He's alive.
Brent Rasmussen of Mortgage Specialist and Richard Smith of Wistar Group.
Hola, mis amigos.
So did you show up by yourself last week, Richard? I did let you know I was going to be out of town. But
I got to tell you what. Did you guys ever see Seinfeld?
Yeah?
Did you ever see? Okay, I was experiencing Seinfeld real world last week.
Yeah?
Oh, God. I was on. So I come to, I had an errand to run, and then we come to the show, right? So I got an hour in there. So I go to the little cafe down the block, pull up. I don't have my wallet. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Turn around, got to go home. Paulie calls and says, hey, we're not doing the show. Not a big deal because I had something scheduled at the house. I said, I'll just stick around till then. And then I got my father-in-law. He wants to go to the store. He speaks a different language, not English is the primary one. So he's gesticulating to me. He needs to go to the store. I'm thinking, oh, medicine. He needs to save his life. No. So I said, listen, I'll drive. And he goes, okay. So I get my keys, and he's got his coat on. And he says, no, I'm going to drive. Oh, Lord, I don't want to do this. So we're on the Dodge Expressway.
Does he have a license to drive in America?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Yes. So and I can't tell him he stinks. So he's taking up 2 lanes on the Dodge Expressway, and I'm like,
Yep.
move over. So we go to the store. He has to get like lettuce. And then I have a 12 o'clock meeting. So I'm like, okay, I'm driving, and he's like, okay, get in the car. And he's got this Volkswagen, and when it stalls, the steering wheel's like a brick. It's like cement. So you are going to kill somebody. Fortunately, it was in the parking lot. It stalled. So I said, okay, all right, stalled. I drive around the parking lot a couple times. I'm thinking, okay, let's just take the back street home. So I take the back street. Back street's Pacific Street, by the way, not Dodge Expressway. So at about right in front of Boys Town, dies on me. So I'm like, oh, my God. So then, and mind you, it's like 0 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So I said, get the car started. I go about 50. I get off of Pacific Street. I am sitting there in front of Boys Town. The car stalled. I got someone sitting next to me that can't speak a lick of English. How am I going to get home here? I know what I'll do. I got my phone. Oh, my phone charger my phone is down to almost 0 now. So I'm like, oh, Lord. So I sign up for Lyft or that, what's it called?
Uber.
I sign up for Uber. Hit all the buttons. The last button is now enter your credit card. Oh, by the way, I lost my wallet earlier in the day. Remember that scenario? And I'm like, this just kept on going. And then at the end finally the end of the day comes, and then the last call is the wife says, oh, I'm stuck. My car won't start. I'm like, no, she's joking. She never jokes with me. No, she was serious. Her car failed. I was like, oh, my Lord, this was like a Seinfeld episode. It just kept going. And no, I didn't buy a lottery ticket that day.
And Paul was on his deathbed.
He was dead.
Yep.
He's still not feeling the best, so you're going to hear a couple coffins this week, but we're glad to have him back.
Whoa, it's no joke.
You said you were seriously not feeling good.
I want Paul to do his rant on his flu shot. He wants his money back. Did you see that?
Did he have a flu shot?
Oh, no, he ranted on it on Facebook. It was brilliant. I was laughing. But the thing, he was so serious. All the words were in line, and he was doing great. But the visual, he had his Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hat on, from 20 years ago. It was his kid's hat. As he's ranting, he's got this stupid hat on, and I'm like,
this is a video?
This is real world. Go there.
I gotta go check it out.
It's fantastic. It's as funny as could be. And he's meant to be serious, and he's making great points.
Oh, actually, I am dead serious. So, I got a flu shot, and I got the flu. So I called up.
Right, which is pretty normal.
Here we go.
So miserable. I called up CHI and said, I need to talk to the point. I said, I want a refund for my flu shot. It was like crickets. They're like, what? I said, I want a refund for my flu shot. And they're like, I said, I got the flu. I got a flu shot. Well, those aren't guaranteed. And I said, well, why not? If I'm a landscaper, I'm guaranteeing that this is going to be, my product is good, right? So they're like, well, you have to talk to the billing. So I called, it's fine. So called billing. Billing is like, Yeah,
no. They're like, no.
We don't
do that.
And I've never had anybody ask.
But no one's ever asked, they said?
Yeah, and I said, well, I want my refund.
They make you sign a waiver.
And I said, I don't care who you have to talk to or whoever I have to talk to. I want my refund. So anyways, they're like, well, give me your information. And they put it in. They go, oh, wait a minute. They're like, your insurance paid for this. And I said, oh, that is an excellent point. Fair point.
Let's go to my insurance and claim.
So then I want you to reimburse my insurance because I'm paying the premiums.
Mm-hmm. This kept going on for like 5.5 minutes.
Oh, yeah. So I've right now, I'm at the point where I just yesterday dropped a letter into the mail to the FTC, the Department of, or the HHS, both state and federal, my congressman, and CHI.
Now, mind you, we have missiles pointed at us from North Korea, and he wants his $8 back for this flu shot.
How much was the flu shot?
I don't know. My insurance paid for it.
You do know that those aren't covering for all flus, right?
My point is,
he paid for something.
We're paying for something that may or may not work. They're pushing something. Here's my.
But that's the way it's been forever. They guess on the way the formula is. It's a guess.
He's a Renaissance man. He's changing the industry.
Okay,
that's why you have to go with this.
I'm trying to see where he's going with this one.
Any other industry, would we accept mediocrity and pay for it? Absolutely not.
Yes, all day long we do.
No.
Everywhere you go now is mediocrity and average. Service levels at restaurants. Mm-hmm. Everywhere in life is average and mediocrity. When is the last time you had like great, amazing service?
When I called mortgage specialists.
Thank you. There's one. But
but here's the thing: if CHI and all the other medical establishments said, listen, if your flu shot doesn't work, then we want our money back because we're going to give it back to the consumer, then the drug companies would then put a product that works. Right now, it's a win-win. They could put anything out there that they want.
I'm going to start making flu shot vaccines.
Or not.
Sugar shots.
Because they get paid.
Right.
And that's wrong. That's wrong.
It's a renaissance. I'm telling you.
If I put a product out, people expect it to work. Period.
Well,
and you know,
let's compare this to real estate. So I'm thinking here's an easy comparison. How many
easy.
How many realtors know exactly what your house is going to sell for?
Nope.
That's not the question.
That's not the question.
Why is that not the question? They're not exact.
You get paid if you sell the house. Yeah. You don't get paid if you don't sell the house.
Use a different one to make your point because we're actually familiar with what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was a stupid.
That was a dumb example.
One. That was a bad one.
Dumb.
Not a dumb one, a bad one. But pick a different one.
If I go to a car wash and I pay $12 for a deluxe, shouldn't I expect my tires to be blackened because that's part of the package?
Well, what if I went to a different mortgage lender and they completed my mortgage loan, but I was charged a much higher interest rate than I should have gotten? How is that any different?
Well, you can't do that because you got all the disclosure forms. It's on there. You signed off on it.
Yeah, but you still, you're not getting the same rate. It'd be different. Like from bank to bank, you're not going to get the exact same rate.
Did you sign anything before your flu shot?
Yes.
You always do.
See,
all right.
He's already given away his rights. He's got nothing to complain about.
And here's the problem.
You read all the forms, right?
If you actually, and your guys' policy is probably close to this, did you know that they can deny you follow-up coverage if you don't get a flu shot? Your insurance company can. So if you don't get a flu shot and you get pneumonia or you get something, they can technically and legally deny you insurance coverage because you did not get a flu shot.
So is that why you got the flu shot?
Absolutely.
Did it work?
No, it didn't.
That flu shot, I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of people out there that really, a lot of naturalists really believe that's like terrible for your body.
Well,
and I don't know the medical science
behind
it.
We know this year the flu shot isn't working.
Right.
Every CDC's even said it. You know what they're still pushing? Get a flu shot.
I know, get a flu shot. It was on this morning. It was on, or yesterday morning. It was on today's show.
Well, it's because they made all these flu shot vaccines. They need to sell them.
They don't work.
That doesn't matter.
If I buy a
insurance coverage.
If I buy a plane ticket from Delta to deliver me to Chicago,
but you signed off on a piece of paper that says if they drop you in Sheboygan.
That's right. Yeah. And you know what?
Serengeti, you're good.
It's wrong, and that's where Congress needs to get involved and listen. Congress got involved about people being late at the airport and flights taking off late. They get involved in everything. Get involved with this.
I enjoyed your video.
Why should I? Okay, I went to the doctor. 2 hours. My appointment was at noon. I didn't get in till 2. I got out of there at 4:30. Why is that okay?
It's not.
Why shouldn't I demand a refund?
The medical field is jacked up, but
because they get away with it.
Well, But here's the point about flu shots is that the point is they could save. There's many people are saving their lives on. It's a gamble. They can't predict the flu.
Sure, they can. In fact, I read an article yesterday that said the
which level
CDC
of flu
is working
out there.
with the drug companies now to include all strains.
This is the
all
Real Estate
strains.
Radio
They're working on
Factor,
that. They don't have it yet.
KCRO. We'll come back for more flu information after the break.
I'm sorry. Anyways, I have 2 questions, real estate related, for you when we come back. Nick, take it away.
When results matter, Omaha home buyers and sellers call Nebraska Realty. Nebraska Realty is a locally owned full-service real estate company with over 400 sales associates ready to help you with the home buying or home selling process. Whether you're ready to list your home for sale or you're purchasing your first home, maybe you want to purchase an investment property, or you're ready to build a new home, a Nebraska Realty sales agent is ready to help. All your real estate needs under one name, Nebraska Realty, 402-491-0100, 402-491-0100, or visit nebraskarealty.com.
Are you ready for a career change? Want more flexibility? More time to spend with the family? Would you like a career that's gratifying and rewarding? If you answered yes to any one of these questions, then a career in real estate sales may be what you're looking for. Randall School of Real Estate is Nebraska's most trusted real estate education provider of real estate pre-licensing and continuing education. In a matter of weeks, Randall School of Real Estate can have you prepared for a new, exciting, and rewarding career in real estate sales. We have evening and weekend classes starting every month. Call us today to learn more about our real estate licensing programs. Randall School of Real Estate, 402-333-3004. That's 402-333-3004, or visit our website at randallschool.com.
Most people end up looking for homes first, and then they're frantically rushing around because they don't have that pre-approval ready to go.
Brent Rasmussen on the importance of a pre-approval from mortgage specialists.
Our pre-approvals are quite a bit different because we go through the process of verifying everything that's needed for the loan. And because of those extra steps that we go through, we have a 99.9% pre-approval ratio to closing.
Start your home buying process before you start looking for a new home. Start with a pre-approval from mortgage specialists. When you're pre-approved through mortgage specialists, you'll get the most powerful tool you'll need to make the dream of owning a home a reality.
All pre-approvals are not created equally. A pre-approval is only as good as the person that's standing behind it, and we're willing to stand behind our pre-approvals.
Call Brent Rasmussen of Mortgage Specialists today. Click mtg-specialists.com. NMLS number 5918.
Hey, Nick. Nick, can you hand me my lung over there? Because I think I coughed it up during the break.
This sounds like flu shot music.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my lung was over there on the wall.
Scrape it.
Is that what's slowly, sliding down the wall?
Yeah, that's what I did during the break. Anyways, welcome back, Real Estate Factor radio program. I'm Paul Vacheski, along with my 2 favorite cohorts.
That's right.
On a
We're
weekly
glad to have you
basis.
back, though, by the way.
Richard Smith of Wistar Group, property
Wistar
management
Group.
company.
Call me,
and
for goodness sake.
driven, trusted, and reliable, Brent Rasmussen.
There he is.
Handsome individual,
Ooh.
nice guy.
Wow.
Hey, wow.
Look at that.
Look at those nice
He
comments.
isn't feeling well over here, is he?
No, he's still under fever.
So,
What questions did you get this week? What are we covering now?
2.
2.
So I've had several questions on one. So understand at Randall School, I'm like the entire state's managing broker. So I have managing brokers that call, property managers that call because they don't know where to get it, and I'm kind of a neutral information portal. And then I get buyers and sellers who don't, and tenants that think that they're being screwed, so they call. Anyways, two interesting conversations that's been happening as of late, so I thought I'd bring them forward. One is, should you rent to illegal immigrants? And number 2 is, and this is popping up, seller financing for a down payment. I've been getting a lot of questions about that. And then, so I did, excuse me, so I did some research, and it's kind of been in the news, at least on the internet, so I'm thinking that's why the questions are being generated. So I want to deal with the seller financing first. And Brent, you and I know we used to do this all the time back before the crash. And the basic premise is I need 20% down so I don't have to pay the PMI and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't I get a carryback from or seller financing from the seller for the 20% and then get an 80% loan up front? Great question.
So what seller financing is, for people that aren't completely following, is that the seller basically acts as a bank and gives you an additional loan, or like you said, the 20%. The seller is say we have $100,000.
They're financing it 20% of the equity.
Right. So they're giving a $20,000 loan that you're paying separately to the bank.
So if the purchase price is $100,000 and you don't want to pay that PMI, you have to put $20,000 down and then finance 80% or $80,000.
Right.
So in this scenario, you get the $80,000 from the bank, and then $20,000 you don't actually pay it. You pay it off every month through seller financing. The seller is financing the $20,000 equity.
The seller would be the bank for the 20%. Yep.
That's in fact, I kind of did a Google search, and there's a lot of portals saying to do this now.
Why?
I don't know. So I
It's
thought I'd go to you and
terrible.
say,
Why is it terrible?
Well, it's not terrible. The first thing is conventional loans and FHA loans, secondary market loans aren't going to allow seller carrybacks now. The only reason why you'd really ever want to do a seller carryback is if your property has a hard time selling. I mean, if you're a seller and you can sell your house in a week, or, the market's super hot, the hottest it's been in 20 years, why would you want additional risk on yourself to keep additional monies back? Except for, I see where your point, Richard, probably is going to be is, well, I'll charge them 10%, 14%.
Well, not that much.
Or whatever the number is, a high number, which does make sense. But there's still, if that person can't get normal financing, they're probably very high risk. So you as a seller trying to negotiate these terms don't really understand how to read and review someone's personal credit and how likely they are to pay